Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have just a quick unboxing video. I haven't done like a mail opening in a while and I don't have a ton, but I do have a new toy that I wanted to show you. It's right back there. But before we get to that, I do have a couple packages that I thought that I would show you. And yeah, so let's get started. The first one is from Mormino. If you follow me for any length of time or have made any of my patterns, then you know that I use a radial hand punch. And so that's this guy to poke out the ends of like my recessed card slots. I don't do it all the time, but I do it a lot of the time. And I use a punch to do that. And I'm sure that you've seen by now, but if you haven't, Lauren had radial punches made. So, of course, I had to jump on that, and I thought that we could check it out together. All right, so it's packaged inside of a padded flat rate mailer for protection. I'm gonna try to save this as much as possible. Hopefully I can reuse it. She's a beauty. Who's that girl? Look at that. She is a beaut. Okay, so it's like rainbow all through here, and then it has like glitter handles. So I didn't know that the handles were glitter. I mean, I figured there would be some glitter somewhere, given that it's Lauren's. But how cool is this? But so I figured that we could do a little quick test. But so here is what they look like. So it has, oh, that's cool. So it has like this little lock on it that my other one, this one does not have. Oh, maybe it does. Is that a lock? I don't know. If that's a lock, I've never used it. But so at first I thought, oh no, there's just not a lot of like space to punch the holes like right in through here. But if you open up this little tabby tab, then it gets really wide. So let's test her out. Let me grab some cork. Maybe not that one. The first scrap that I grabbed was sunflowers, and I don't really want to use that for testing. So they feel a little bit different than my blue ones. I've had these blue ones forever and a day, but basically I think what it is Lauren's go a little bit wider, so it just feels a little bit different in my hand. And so we'll start on the smallest hole. Snappy. So I always use the smallest hole whenever I am punching holes. Let's see. So it didn't, I heard it go all the way through, but it didn't remove the cork from the hole. And a lot of times with my blue one, I have to punch and then kind of rotate. Yeah, and then it comes out. So you can see there it is. It popped right out on that one. And so try the biggest one. Now, a few of the punches on my blue one just don't work. They are just terrible. And like I can punch through paper with it, but not through cork. So I'm not going to be surprised if some of these are not the best for cork, because that's just kind of the way that it goes. With every set of pliers that I've ever had, it's been like that. Yeah, so the biggest one punched it, but it didn't pull it all the way out. And it's the backing that it doesn't love, which that's exactly what my blue set does too. So let's try the next one. I mean, it's super rare that I ever need a large hole punch. Like I said, I always use that small one. Okay, that one did the same thing. And did the same thing. So it's not scoring it. I mean, it's cutting it. It's just not cutting 100% all the way through. You can kind of see on the back. And so now we're at this would technically be the third size, the third if you're counting up. Oh, so I could feel that one. That one snapped through a little bit more. But yeah, it just didn't cut all the way through. That one went all the way through. That's the sound that you're looking for. You want that snap sound. So that's the second to last, or the second. So this is the smallest, and that's the number 2. So 1 and 2 work, which is the only ones that I would use it on. And then, of course, you can certainly punch through other things. Let's try it. Since I don't ever use the big ones, like, let's see. Yeah, so it went right through the cardboard that it came in. So I'm happy because now I have a pretty one, and probably more of the punches work on this one than on this one. You can see I only ever use my really tiny one. It's all scratched up. All right, so let's check out what else I ordered because, of course, I don't remember. I'm just gonna angle you guys down. Got a lot going on down here. I tried to be organized so that I wasn't fumbling through this video, but you know, it wouldn't be my video if I wasn't fumbling. All right, so I ordered a bunch of tags. So I got these Hey You're Awesome tags. They're rainbow. Love those. I've not used these before. And then I got more You Matter. And so if you've had any of Lauren's tags, then you know that these that have a lot of colors feel a lot thicker than the other tags. And so the Hey You're Awesome feels just like the You Matter ones. And then I got some black and gold. You look really pretty today. I love these little guys. I've been out of those forever. So yeah, I just restocked on those. And then I got my number 5 pop tabs. I love these pull tabs from Lauren. So I got some more of those as well. So that's it from Lauren. And then I had this. I've been sitting on this one forever. I ordered this a while ago. This was kind of like I fell into the FOMO category. I saw it in person at So Magical. I don't know if it was her store. It could have been. I don't remember. I think it was. I don't know. My memory, I can't be trusted. But I saw this in person and I knew that I wanted it, but they were out of it on their website by the time I got to it. And so I messaged her, and I want to say it's the same person, but I'm just not going to say it just in case I was wrong. But she found an extra roll of the color that I wanted. I'm pretty sure. He said, so I ordered this in January, or like the end of December, and it's just been sitting up on top of my bookshelf for that long. Wow, this is like super packaged. That's good. Oh. Totally thought I had a different color in here. All right, let me use a pair of scissors. This is embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Jeez Louise, this is really, really, really in there. So anyways, I got gummy vinyl. I don't ever use vinyl. It's just not, I try to stay away from plastic-based things. But the gummy vinyl is so cool. Sorry, I was just thinking about all that plastic that it was shipped in too. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, she sent some stickers. So these are from So Awesome Supplies. I paid $32 for both of these. Oh, that's cute. She sent a little sticker that says Girl Power. Love that. But yeah, so if you haven't seen it, the gummy vinyl, it's thin. It's like really thin. It's thinner than cork. But it has like this is almost like what leather feels like. It's really soft, but it's not like glossy. It's like a matte feeling soft. I don't know if that makes sense, but anyway, so I got the peach color, and it looks like the peach is opaque, so that's cool. And then I got the lavender color, and that one's a little see-through. What I really want to do, I want to get like the turquoise color, and I've been thinking about doing like a cork and gummy vinyl bag. And then I've also been eyeing a new pattern by Love You So. what it looks like. Huh, yeah, so it's pretty opaque. But I've been eyeing a new pattern, the spring roll pouch by Love You Sew, and I think that this could be really cool to use for that pattern. So yeah, so awesome supplies for those. Let's see. Okay, so I went to Florida last week for a trip, and I was just driving around my old neighborhood and kind of just poking around. I drove through the Publix parking lot because as a kid we took field trips there for my elementary school, and you know, living in Florida, everything's on a grid, and we would just walk to Publix, and we got to go into like the cookie section, or like the bakery, I guess what it would be called. But anyway, so I drove through that parking lot, and it always had one of my favorite art stores growing up, and I think it was called the Rag Shop. And if you're familiar with like Lake Worth area, it was right off of like Summit and 10th, or Kirk. Summit and Kirk and it's like in the Publix shopping center. But it was on the backside, and so my Nana would take me to the Rag Shop all the time when I was a kid. And I remember when I first started sewing, my Nana took me there, and I got this like purple sewing box, and she got me all the notions and threads and all sorts of fun stuff. And I had that purple sewing box for years. So I wanted to see if that shop was still there, which is why I went into that shopping center. And sadly it wasn't. However, there was a Tandy Leather. So I went into Tandy to check out, specifically I want to get a rivet remover tool, and I thought that they might have it there. They did not, but I did find lots of other goodies. And Salvador so graciously redecorated this bag for me. He loves paper bags, and so I should have known, having it in my suitcase with my suitcase laid open, I should have known that he was going to get into it. But let's check out the goodies that I got from there. I've never been in a Tandy before, just because I don't work with leather either, so I didn't realize that they would have so much stuff. Like I said, I went in there with the sole intention of getting a rivet remover tool, and yeah, I found lots of other stuff. So I know a lot of people ask about the Angelus edge coat, so I picked up a couple colors to try those out because I want to compare them to the Giardini and see how it matches up quality-wise. It feels like Giardini, just shaking it. I haven't opened them or tried them out at all yet, but I will let you know if, you know, what I think of these. Not that my opinion really matters, but I can do a little comparison. I did not pick up any base coat or anything. I didn't see anything like that, so I'm not entirely sure if you have to use a base coat. It doesn't say anything about a base coat in the directions, but it just says it's always best to apply multiple thin coats rather than a few thick coats. So yeah, TBD, we'll see. So I think I paid like $4.50 for these, which is about $3 or $4 cheaper than the Giardini individual sets. And the good thing about Angelus is you can get them in person. I've never seen Giardini in person at a shop unless you get like the actual big kit. So, and they also have a bunch of different colors that are pre-mixed. But yeah, so we'll check these out. I got olive and taupe thinking that it would be a quick or like a close match to like natural and olive corks. So we'll see. All right, so they had like a whole hardware wall, which was really exciting. So I got these rivets that have these, it's like stone on top. And they're 7mm, and they're double cap rivets. And so I'm gonna try these out. I'm hoping that my rivet press will work with them, but I got those. I think that those look cool on some black corks. And then I got some different like purse locks because I had so many to choose from. But so I got this purse lock that has that clasp, and then this part attaches, and then it goes like that. So I feel like that could be a really cool purse closure. So I got a couple of those. I got one of these guys. I've been trying to find one of these that it's not $100, which obviously I'm making that up. But these things tend to be so expensive online. And this doesn't have a price, but if I had to guess, I would say I paid maybe like $4 for it, which isn't bad. And then I also got, so I got two of those. And then I got a push lock because I've always wanted to try one of these. Unfortunately, they did not have it in antique brass, so I had to get it in nickel or stainless, but I think that this could be a fun purse closure or like a messenger bag flap closure, or even like an NCW closure. I think that that could be cool. I did get the medium size. They had a couple different sizes in these, and I got the medium, so I think I'll use it on a bag, but not a huge bag. But if you wanted to use it, I would say if you're going to use it on a necessary clutch or something like that, maybe get a size small, because they're, you know, it's about 1.5 inches tall by at least 1.25 inches wide. So that's what I got from Tandy. Oh, I can tell you exactly how much I paid for it. So I paid for these guys, the nautical clasps. These are called the nautical clasps. $4 each. And then for these guys, $2.79 each. And then for this guy, $4.99. So yes, let's keep an eye out for hopefully patterns for using stuff like this. That's how I get a lot of my inspiration. I tend not to like look at other bags. I mean, obviously you can't avoid looking at other bags, but I try not to take a bag pattern that I like and then just recreate it. But I kind of just try to look for inspiration in random spots, and I tend to get inspired by different hardware. So I like to find really cool and unique hardware and then kind of design around that. So maybe this will yield something cool. We can only hope, right? All right, so you'll notice that I am in a different outfit because I had another piece of mail that I wanted to add. So I got all my new templates in. So I've restocked on my website, and I just wanted to quickly show them to you. I restocked the zipper template. These have been selling like crazy. It seems like you guys really like them, but it comes with a master side, and then it has 3 interchangeable sides that go in over here, and it can do a 7-inch zipper, 8-inch zipper, and a 9-inch zipper. And that corresponds to the inside box here. So it is a zipper overlay template. And then it has a 1-inch and a 1.5-inch double rivet guide there. So those are restocked on my site. I also got the Deimos wallet. That is now available. My tall wallets are restocked. Paradigm crossbodies. Gallivant passports. Mini box tote. My key fob wallet, and then you can also use this to create the key fob wallet hack, which is the slim bifold. And if you've never seen that, it's on my channel. It's one of my most popular wallets. The Deimos is now surpassing the slim bifold. So just to give you an idea of what I sell on my table, I have my bifold wallet, and then my Sirona. This comes with 2 sizes here. So it's got the clutch size as well as the full body size. So all of those templates are now available on my site. And yeah, so go over there. I know a lot of people, they always, they sell out relatively quick. So if you're into them, you know, whatever, you can go check them out. The link will be below. And a note on the templates. If you purchase templates, you have to provide proof of receipt of the actual pattern, whether it be PDF or paper. So during checkout, you'll see a receipt number box. If you don't put anything there, then I'm going to follow up with you. So it's just really helpful if you can just pull your email that has your receipt number, and then I can populate it just to verify it. And if you bought it in person, say at a shop or something like that, or you got a paper pattern, then just tell me where so that I can verify it. So I don't usually run into that problem, but sometimes people will give me some guff about it. But in order to get the templates, you have to have the pattern as well. And you can purchase the PDF at the same time as the templates, or if you prefer a paper pattern, purchase them at the same time, and I will just send them together. And then another thing that I recently got in that I wanted to share with you all is this piece of hardware. So I'm really big into D-ring rivets right now, which are these little guys. Instead of using like traditional strap connectors, I've been switching everything over to these, and they're basically like what you would find on a hiking boot. And so it attaches to your bag or your wallet with a rivet right here on this side, and then you can snap your little lobster clasp to the D-ring. And I love these because you can see they're nice and tiny, so they're super slim profile, but they're very strong. I even put them on large bags. But while buying more of these, I found these big guys. And so these are wider D-ring rivets, and it has a bump here in the center, and that's where the D-ring itself sits. So it sits as a flat profile on your bag. I've been loving these for the new Callisto crossbody that I haven't released yet, but it's coming soon. They work good on Seronas. I love them on cami crossbodies. And then I've been really using these for backpacks because they're super durable. They're really thick and they're nice and wide. And so I just find that it gives it a really cool hardware element while being low profile. And you can see the D-ring, oops, when it's attached, the D-ring lies flat as well when it's not in use. So I offered these to my Patreon subscribers first, so they almost sold me out, but I do have some sets left. These are available in my shop, and I have more on the way. They are sold in sets of 5, and they are $6 for 5, and it comes with the D-ring and the actual hardware itself. And I only got antique brass because that's what I use, but it's kind of like a anti-rolling brass if you work with antique brass and you know that there are different variations of it. And so this is like a scuffed up looking version of it. So you can see it's kind of blackened and almost patinaed on the flat edges, and then it's antique. It's overall it's antique, but it's just got that patinaed look. But I have been loving these. So if you want to check these out and try them, go to my website and get a set. They are 3/4 of an inch tall by 1.75 wide. So they're big enough to handle large bags, but small enough to still be subtle and not overwhelm whatever it is you're putting it on. So yeah. And like I said, if they're sold out by the time you get to there, don't worry, just sign up for a restock notice. Like I said, they're on their way, so they should be here in a couple weeks. And as soon as I restock them on my site, you will get blasted with an email if you sign up for them. So go for it. Also, a note on the little mini D-ring rivets. If you're interested in me carrying these for you, let me know, because I have a really great supplier and I can import these along with the other rivet sets. So if you're interested in either of them, just leave me a comment below, and that way I can gauge interest. And last but not least, check out my new toy. So this is the new baby. It's a Vever heat press. It's a 15 by 15. Whatever this type is, where it opens and shuts in the same direction, is the type it is. The other one's a clamshell, and the clamshell kind of opens and then it swings out, and I wanted it to be a smaller footprint. This is definitely not its forever home, but for now, I just wanted to get it out of the box and play with it. And so I just put it on top of a bookshelf, and I can just like pull the bookshelf out when I'm using it. I did turn it on. It's really simple. I just like skimmed the directions, but I just turned it on, and I was able to be successfully fuse some interfacing to cotton. So I haven't done a bunch of tests with it yet, but I did do so just 100% quilting cotton. And then I already had some Pellin 808? Yeah, 808 or 809 decor bond. It's one of the two. And so I was able to fuse it, and it fused like all the way down. This is not coming unstuck. So I'm really excited to try it out with like Decaville Light and Decaville Heavy and see really what it can do. I did watch a couple of videos by some random makers that have these presses, and so I was kind of playing around with the heat temperature and the length of time, but I think it was like right around 15-20 seconds I got this fused fully. So yeah, I'm really excited to keep playing with this. It's definitely going to cut down on a lot, and it's just exciting to have a new toy, you know, like it's been a while since I've gotten a big investment piece, but that being said, it wasn't that much in the scheme of things. I paid around $200. I did order it on Amazon. If you have been following me for any length of time, you know that I trash talk Amazon, and in my heart, I still don't like Amazon, but sometimes it is a necessary evil, and I understand that, you know, as with everything, using in moderation is whatever. And I guess, who am I to judge? Use Amazon, whatever, it's fine. So yeah, I got the new baby, so I'm really excited. I want to I don't know about putting stickers on it because the top does get pretty hot, but the bottom, it didn't get hot at all. And so, yeah, I wanted to decorate it with stickers, give it some tattoos like my machine, but I don't know if that is a good idea. So if you have a heat press, do you have stickers on it? Let me know. All right, and then lastly, before I sign off, you may have noticed my shirt by now. It says Heaven Sent and Hell Bent. This is a designer that Lauren Mormino influenced me on. The designer, the name is KWT Designs. And the reason I ended up purchasing this original drawing is because she is putting out these Protect Trans Kids stickers and t-shirts. And so a portion of the proceeds goes to, will benefit the William Way Center, which is an LGBTQIA plus community center in Philly. So this is a Philly maker, and so she has lots and lots of really fun designs. And yeah, so if you're interested, the link is below for her website as a whole, and then you can just navigate through her shop and check out the Protect Trans Kids, and then all of the other designs, and obviously Heaven Sent, Hell Bent. I feel like that should be on my business cards. So thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you think about all of my goodies, and I hope that you've all been really well out there, and I will see you soon.